Welcome back to the podcast. I feel like it's rather distracting in some ways being able to see me, but never mind.
Well, oh yeah, to the listeners, we have the 3 cameras set up.
Well, and to the viewers because they can't see that.
Oh yeah. What? Well, yeah, it's the but the viewers know that we're looking at the camera.
Oh, right, I see. Yeah.
But yeah, we've got 3 cameras, and this is the one that we're looking at,
You guys.
and we can see ourselves. And every time we look, it's like, oh, hello.
Yeah, I'll just not look. It's okay. So today's episode is Beauty and the Beast. Because this is how Millie is looking and feeling, and this is what I've turned up looking like.
Do you know what? There was a few weeks ago when I was sat in that chair,
Yeah.
and I was like, I feel like a beast today,
Yeah.
genuinely.
And not in a good way.
Yeah, but you look cute. You look like my 99% of the time.
Yes. Great.
Today I'm my 1%.
Yeah.
I opened up the door for like a little general chit chat for the listeners. I opened up the door because Han came to mind today. The first thing she was like, "Oh, you look cute." I'm not feeling it today.
I'm not. No.
I'm just not.
So obviously we're gonna have a little February catch up.
Little roundup.
But it has been a bit of a busy one, hasn't it? What's funny about that?
Oh, it's just you. Just you made me like, yeah. No, it's been a busy Feb. It's been productive. It's been eventful, and we're just gonna do a little
Informative.
educational.
Yeah.
Mine full of plot twists.
Boggling.
Fucking wild at some
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
Funny. Overall, it's been a good month though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say the upward trend. I was gonna say.
I'm already laughing. What?
The upward trend is up. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
What, yeah.
Right.
What I meant to say.
Maybe it's just one blonde today.
Yeah, we're going this way.
Yeah. We're going up.
That's nice.
The trajectory is still going up.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. It is.
So, yes.
Why don't you talk us through our month? Catch us up. What's been going on? What have you been doing? How's it been?
Yeah.
Anything you've been
Well,
struggling with that we're going to have a little chit chat about?
Yeah. So obviously I came back from Dubai. That was
yeah.
like at the start of the month, which was like a nice break. Then had the posing portal seminar down in London at Pineapple Dance Studios. That was fantastic. That was so exciting. Obviously my first one, so that was just super great to kind of get things started. Then the posing portal app got announced, so that was also really busy. So that's been crazy behind the scenes as well. Then it's been my birthday, Valentine's Day.
So much.
Yeah, filming of the pod, planning for the next posing portal seminar.
Oh yeah.
And then just having a bit of a chill, really.
It's a nice month. With the going back to like the start of the month when you come back from Dubai, and then it was just chaotic when you came straight back and it was like bam bam bam. You came back, podcast, and then with the obviously your first posing seminar. I feel like we haven't really gone into that.
I know.
So what happened? Obviously it was in London, Pineapple Studios. The girls talk us through the day. How did you prepare for that as well? You didn't?
I'm not sure. I mean, obviously I had a little schedule.
Yeah.
That I had kind of prepared just so I knew that I covered everything that I wanted to cover and stuff like that. But I don't really know how you can prepare for something like that. It's kind of like what we say, you can't, other than doing them yourself, there's no way to get experience doing it. And as well, I feel like as long as you're kind of covering everything you want to, which is why I thought it was so important to have my little schedule.
Yeah.
Then there's also no right and wrong answer. Yeah, obviously bikini is quite nice and simple, so it's literally front pose, back pose, transitions. Obviously we covered walking, we did a bit of a stage scenario as well. And then Louise from Muscle Matter, who is my sports massage therapist, she also joined us, so we ran through the importance of mobility and stretching and went over some stretches with the girls and did that. So I think it was just a good starting point as well, which was nice. And there was a nice number too, it wasn't too overwhelming. So I've kind of figured out what my cap would be for group sessions.
Mm-hmm.
We want to keep it around 10 just so that it's
You can...
nice and manageable.
Yeah.
Because then I think any more than that, I know there are massive seminars out there, like 20, 25, but
Yeah.
I know that I wouldn't be able to give what I want to give to all of the girls, and I need to not drop my standards just so that there can be more girls. So if we have to do for the Manchester one maybe like 1 or 2 different groups, then that's how we'll do it, just to keep the numbers down. But yeah, it was really good. And then obviously there is a Rome in London, which is around the corner from Pineapple Dance Studios, and Val took me there because it's like her favourite bakery. So obviously I went there to get some pastries, and told Lucy, so Lucy went after. But yeah, it was just a good day. But it was definitely hit the ground running in February, which is what I wanted, because I was saying that it was
The
my
restart.
start of the that was my start of the year. So I'm happy with how things have
Gone. Good. And then obviously going into what was next, your birthday.
Yeah, so that was,
we had our Valentine's
That was
special. I think that
enjoyable. We
was
did.
like one of my favourite episodes so far.
yeah, it was funny.
That was really good. I don't think I stopped crying.
Yeah.
And I watched it back the other day because I know you do the editing for the actual YouTubes and the reels, but I was watching it back because the only time I watch it back is when it comes through on the drive, or if we're going for it for reels. And I was watching it, I kept forgetting everything we were saying, and I was like, either we're the only ones who found ourselves hilarious, or this is actually quite funny. So yeah, that was one of my favourites.
Yeah.
But then we had that, and then we had your birthday,
Yeah.
and then that was really fun.
Yeah. It was nice to have everyone together as well, because other than show weekends or birthdays, you're not always all together.
No.
Obviously, EP girlies are, because we train or, chat, or we'll be in there at roughly the same time, but it was nice to have
Everyone.
people that who don't train at EP or what to come together. So yeah, that was good.
Cute.
What about you?
What about me?
What have you been doing?
My February, do you know what? It's gone so quickly. Like, I feel like the same as you, it was like a fresh start. I didn't feel very fresh going into Feb, I will say. And then it was, to be honest, it was a mixture of a month. I think I try not to put so much, pressure's not the right word, but expectation. Because January was like, oh my God, it's going to be so good. We're going to get this and this done. And we got to the end of Jan, like, clutching, like, at straws, like, get me through.
Yeah.
Like, you were needing a holiday, I was needing a break. Like, we were just burnt out, I think. And then going into Feb, it wasn't as fresh, but it was still really good in that sense. I think the first couple of weeks, I really just focused on work. And normally I'd, like, pop in and see people and, like, try and break up my day. And then this time around, it's just been, like, very, very busy. I'm really grateful for it, very busy in a business sense. So I've been learning to manage my time a lot better. So my days are very, very blocked out. I'm being quite selfish when it comes to getting work done by a certain time. Like, if I wanted to, I know, like, me being me, if I came to EP and trained, I've had to stop that for a little bit until I get my time management sorted, because I will just use 3 hours just to chat to you and train and see all the girls. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing. And then it came to your birthday weekend, and I was saying to actually one of the girls the other day how I didn't realise I needed that, and it was just a break. Like, I was still, like, on my phone and chatting to clients if and when needed. I didn't realise, like, oh God, I hadn't seen anyone, and I've been really isolated. And that's when like, one of the girls was like, yeah, you need to, like, come away a little bit, like, we don't know where you've been. And I was like, oh. I was like, no, I don't know where I've been either. I felt like that was me for a couple of days. And it was just nice to have that, like, almost like social recharge. I feel like I've come back from that just being a bit more, like, bouncy, rather than I've got to do this, I've got to do that, sort of thing. So,
and I think it's one of those things that, obviously, I know we're going to talk about it at some point in a different episode, but it's just about finding balance. And I think it is so difficult, and it is just a process of trial and error, because obviously you can throw yourself into your own training and your own social life, and that's great, but then time management for work isn't where it should be. But then you go the other way and you put everything into work, and then you lose the social life. So it's 100%. Kind of trying to find that balance, which is,
Yeah.
I know, something that everyone will be struggling with.
100%. I do agree. And I think I was just clawing onto your birthday weekend being like, no, I've got that done. I remember even I was like headless chicken that week trying to get, well, just doing normal stuff and then making sure it was all okay, and then it was like, it's really not that deep, it's like a day off. I was like, oh, it's quite nice, and then it makes you realise, oh, I haven't actually been appreciating that side of things. So last night and this morning, got my books out, started reading. I was reading my book this morning during fasted cardio. I know, who is she? But it wasn't on a stepper, it was on the treadmill. So I was like, right, I need to do a bit more of this, a bit more me, switching off like before, because normally I'd wake up and I'd just be like straight on my phone, and I was like, no, I'm just getting burnt.
And I know you said that normally cardio is time when you have time with your phone and you get back to people, or you post on socials and you do XYZ, but it's like, because you're so intense in it all the time, you're not giving yourself that time to have like space. Whereas if you had your fasted cardio 20-30 minutes in the morning to read or to just be quiet, you might feel less restless throughout the day because you've had that moment like calmness.
Yeah, like I took my headphones off, and even though there was like noise, I didn't have blasting music being like, like, I need to do this, I'm making lists of, and it was just like, you've got your list, tick it off as you go, calm, blah, blah, blah.
Nice to do on a Monday as well, because it can set you up for a good
week. I love a Monday, and everyone's like, oh, Monday post weekend. I love a Monday. I feel like it's just start of a new week, fresh, regardless of how your weekend's gone. The past week, it's like, no, come on, get up, get your shit done, set yourself up.
And
can you tell I started rereading Atomic Habits?
Self-help Millie is on the way.
She's on the way. She's here. Anyways, my Feb's been decent. Just a been. Just, I think that's life though. Sometimes it's balanced, sometimes it's unbalanced. It's nice I got girls around me though to be like, one, that care and been like, where have you been, and two, that also like understanding for when you do go and then come back, not like you don't care about me sort of thing. I'm like, I'm sorry I've been absent.
I think it's like everyone goes through it. It's something that like everyone has to learn to master. It is definitely a skill. But it's good.
Great.
It's good to have that time away. I think I was the same as well when I came back from Dubai. I said to so many people, I knew that I was needing a break, but I didn't know quite how much, and I didn't realise how burnt out I was until I went away and came back and realised, because I know a lot of you girls were saying that, oh, you're just not yourself, like what's wrong, what's going on. I had no idea, because it's your whole life, and so sometimes you just need that, whether it be a girls' night, whether it be a night away, whether it be a week away, everyone has to have like a little reset at some point.
It might not even be, it's more of a mental reset, because that's what I know. Didn't realise, I remember in the week, I know it's something we've talked about before, like anxiety, and that's something that I know we both deal with, but I always know mine's quite bad when, one, my sleep isn't great, for one, and two, when I'm like burning out, and I'm burnt out, so my head's thinking about other things that has no relevance, and stuff that don't really bother me, and I'm an overthinker, so if I'm overthinking and like fixating on one thing, and I'm like, but this is really stressing me out, and what if this and this, I actually don't care about that. It will just be on a deeper thing of like, you need to chill. That's really like, and then today I woke up and I was like, I'm actually sad, I don't care. So
That's good. Anyways, I know it's the same when I got back as well, because I'm like pretty stable at the minute, whereas before when I was literally like
jittering,
my whole body was literally vibrating from anxiety. Which again, you just kind of just get on with it. Everyone be like, are you okay? This is just me. It's not. Address that.
No. This is me not doing so well.
What have you enjoyed the most? If you had to pick out one moment, what do you think you would pick out?
Out of the whole month? Oh. Do you have yours ready?
Yeah.
You go with yours and I'll
so I would have said my birthday, because obviously it was really nice to have everyone together and all of that. But I think my favourite moment was the posing seminar.
Yeah.
Just because that is kind of the first step in me almost accepting that this is going to go okay, because obviously it's still quite a new thing for me. And just with how well it went and how much I enjoyed it and the feedback I got from everyone, I think that was my favourite moment, because I'm like, oh, this is okay. Like, people actually wanted to be there, which is great.
Yeah, that's a win.
I was like, I'm low-key going to turn up and there'll just be no one in the room.
You know, we're just sat cross-legged like...
Yeah, so what should we do?
Yeah.
But obviously that wasn't the case. So, yeah, that was nice. I think that was my favourite moment. Yeah.
That's really cute. I was going to say, I was like, I'd be surprised if that wasn't your favourite moment.
Yeah.
Because that's big.
Yeah.
And you're going to get that as well. I think that's your imposter syndrome taking over a little bit, being like, is this real? Am I actually doing this? Why are they coming to me? And then it's like, oh no, actually, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, solidified that.
Yeah.
Love that.
It did.
Mine, honestly, the only thing that comes to mind was the Valentine's pod at the moment. That's in terms of, like, social, like, life. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed the birthday. That was a highlight. Oh, that was also a highlight. Oh, I don't know my favourite moment, because I was laughing my head off on that night. No, I'll say the girls' night.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good. In terms of business side of things, like coaching, I hadn't done for a while, which was making a group chat for my coaching girls. And I think I can't remember how many there are. I think there's like 25 of us in there. And I was nervous, and I've been nervous to do it for a while. And like some of the girls were like, no, it would be good to have a group chat for what if no one speaks in it? Like, what if everyone's a bit shy and a bit quiet? And I forget what my girls are like. So when I put them all into a group together, it was on Valentine's. And I was like, morning guys, thought I would make us all a little group chat. I'm also sending through like vouchers, like that they could go buy themselves a coffee. And if you feel like you want to introduce yourself, just say hello, come on here, we use this for inspo, I'm going to do challenges and things like that. And everyone just come flooded in, and they're like, hi, oh my god, I love it. And they all put like a little paragraph being like, I've been with Millie since like X, Y, and Z, she's helped me do this, and my Instagram's this. They all shared their Instagrams of following each other, showing their Starbucks. It was just all so sweet. And I was like, oh. And I was like, I've got my little community there. So that was like my thing, because I was worried about that, because it sounds silly, but you know, when you just, it's good for, I was like, oh, it's one step closer to having that little community.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't have a community if no one knows each other. So now they're all in a group. We're gonna do challenges in there, like monthly stuff. So yeah.
That's very cute.
That was really, that made like my whole
Yeah.
week when I did that. I was like, oh, and everyone was just really sweet.
Yeah. I think it's nice as well, because obviously if people maybe have a bit of like gym anxiety or something like that, because obviously none of them are competitors either, or lifestyle, they can hopefully, you know, maybe come together or meet up, or even just like share stories if someone's new and, you know, struggling, or God, how do you stick to it and stuff. Hopefully someone who's been with you for longer can be like, no, it's cool. No, it's cool.
You're good.
Yeah.
And quite a few of my girls have been there for a few. I've known a couple of them for a while, but I've had a couple that have been with me for a while. So, like, those were the ones that are a little bit more vocal, and they were like, I've been with Millie for like a year. But it's just, and then I can actually ask them all and hype them up when I'm like, right, who's coming on the photo shoot? Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah. And then they'll be like, all right, if you do it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
We're all in.
Yeah. Oh, no, that'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I feel like every girl group chat is just
wholesome.
The best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sends me.
Like, no bad vibes.
Never.
No weird moments. We're just proper, like, supportive.
No bitchiness.
Yeah, no bitchiness.
It's just cute.
I like it as well when there's no, like, comparison either. You know, when it's just a genuine group where you're like, come on, girls.
Yeah.
Love it.
Like, I think if we went into our group chat and was like, I'm having a really shit day, you'd have like 7 responses being like, what's going on? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Come on. Like, and they'll send either like a meme or we'll send something to cheer you up.
Yeah. And I think it's good as well, because we won't go into it and post something from like a horrible perspective, or like if say I posted something the other day that I was like struggling with that I'd seen, and I went in and obviously some people were like, no, we get it, like it's fine, and there was like one person who was like, no, I get this, however this is like a different viewpoint,
different perspective,
and like sometimes you just need that to be like, yeah, no, I get it, because obviously mine was quite out of context as well, what I sent in, and they had seen the whole thing, so in that context it made a lot more sense, which just I hadn't seen, so that helps as well when you can
different perspective,
and to give that, not just to kind of go along with the flow, you know, like not always agree. If I put something in and someone doesn't agree with it, I know that I'm gonna get
it's almost like
different perspective.
Like how we would have a conversation and say, for instance, I'd be like, oh, this and this happened, and if you were always like, oh yeah, that person's this, or oh yeah, don't worry about it, like you're probably right, whereas you can be like, no, like think of it from their perspective, or I don't think it's like that, challenge it almost, to try and be like, no, challenge the perspective. I know you want to fall into that headspace, but
this is what is actually going on.
This is what could be going on. Let's not jump here. Let's not just dive right in.
Because we do that well.
We love to jump.
Yeah. You say jump, I say I've already done it.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah. We don't even need to say how high. No. We just go in.
We're done. Yeah.
Oh, but no, that is so cute with the group chat. So are they still like chatting away in it too?
Yeah. So cute. One of them got like another Starbucks order. She was like, I'm obsessed with this drink, and she was like, oh, I'm so glad you like it, because she asked for recommendations. So one of them came through with one, and I was like, oh, but I'm gonna put a little Happy Monday one in there today, a little reminder, getting everything sorted for the week.
Nice, get prepared.
Positive, productive.
Because you can have people sharing like their meal prep ideas, and equally if people are stuck for snacks, like girls help, don't know what to eat.
Literally, like a lot of them do send me their meal prep as well, or they'll put it on their Instagram, and I'm like, girls, get on it, show me, show the girls. Yeah. And it inspires them, because then if one's doing meal prep and I'm like, you should be meal prepping, they're like, oh shit, yeah, better go on it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's like a little motivator as well. So yeah.
That's very good.
It was wholesome.
What are we changing moving forwards? What are we changing for March?
Taking into... So that's something to improve on in March. A little bit more downtime and accepting that that's okay, because I'm very much like, I did a lot of work in January and February alongside like productivity and tips to improve this, and I was like, no, it was, you know, focusing on things like, oh, you should always be leaning forward, because if you're leaning forward you're moving in the right direction. If you're standing still, or if you're leaning back, like, and like you kind of stop for a minute in the day, like you're not going to where you want to be. And I think I probably hyperfixated on that. So just breathing, you know, getting through, and I do get through. I'm not like, oh my god, I've got so much to do. I'm just like, allow yourself to have a break, plan something on the weekends a bit more, rather than getting to the weekend and wanting to collapse. Because I get to Saturday and I'm like, need a minute.
And I think sometimes as well, it's better to plan one step back for some breathing space than not at all, and then fall back 10 steps because you haven't given yourself that one step. So that's far more productive to be like 10 forward, 1 back to breathe, 10 forward, rather than 10 forward, 10 back, because you're burnt out.
Exactly. And just having a bit more self-care, because I started doing that again this week. Like my normal stuff, like it sounds stupid, but like my weekly skincare routine, I was doing it last night, and I was like, oh, I haven't done this in like 2 weeks. Just silly stuff, hair stuff, like to make myself feel better. The tanning over the weekend, I was like, oh god, thank god I've tanned, I feel so much better. So yeah, that, prioritising a bit more social time, seeing the girls, being a bit more present, that's what I would take into March. And then obviously the usual stuff in terms of progression and all sorts, keep mini cutting, doing that. That was it really. How about you? What were you going to take into March?
Well, what I'm changing
Improving
is I'm going to readjust first. So I feel like each month we've had so far, I've gotten better at having firm boundaries
Yeah.
in all aspects of life.
Yeah, you have.
So I'm going to continue with that. So what I'm going to change is I'm going to stop worrying about everyone else and their opinions on what I'm doing or how it might be making other people feel. Not in like a horrible way. Like if I do something and someone doesn't like it, I'll still be not apologetic, but I'll be considerate of
Mindful.
it. Yeah, mindful. But if I'm doing something that has absolutely nothing related to someone else and they don't like it, that's not my problem.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's good.
I'm going to change worrying about other people.
I'm going to join you on that one.
Yeah.
Because that's a really good one.
Yeah.
I feel like we definitely do that.
Yeah. Because I'll do something and I'm like, what about XYZ? Why? Like, they don't care, so why do I?
I don't.
So,
You ever question it where you're like, why does my brain work like this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, is this a girl thing or is this an anxiety thing?
Yeah.
And I think it's a bit of both.
Well, yeah. So I've already taken more steps to make sure that doesn't happen. But yeah, just gonna
Focus
have
on
that
you.
as a change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end
Keep
of the,
changing.
Yeah, and that's one thing I always think about as well with that. Like, is it going to matter in a year's time?
Mm-hmm.
That thing when it's because I used to, I think that was something, I don't know, I might have talked about it with you or therapy, but it was like, is there something that's going to, one, affect you in a year's time, and two, are you still going to be thinking about it like that in a year's time? Like, are you still, is that person or is that thing going to be affecting that person that you're worried about in a year's time? Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not even going to matter in the next day, let alone in a year's time. So why are you worried about it now?
Yeah. And if it was anything that was like significant, or if it was something that I did want to change or like important, then the people that you have close would support that, not find it something negative anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, what am I bringing forward? Just good vibes.
Good vibes.
Me, myself and I, sassy as always.
As always,
Yeah.
snacks on hand.
Yeah, this will be the last month, maybe before
We'll see.
prep.
Maybe.
I think I've already said. I mean, I've already said it's in the single digits, so it's round the corner, isn't it?
Could
but
be.
yeah,
Could be 9 weeks. Could be 2.
yeah, could be
Who
next week.
knows?
No. So yeah, and obviously not caring about other people's opinions or like negative opinions is going to be like massively important for that too, because I'm already aware that that is something that I struggle with year round, but more so on prep too. So yeah, we're
It's easy to do though.
yeah,
Especially when you
battening
like,
down the hatches, is that the phrase?
yeah, it is. Batten down.
Yeah,
Battling?
battening.
Battening.
Yeah.
Battening down the hat.
Yeah,
Battening
in
down.
the old noggin. This is on lock now.
Just smack
Yeah,
the head,
I'm locked
basically.
in.
I'm locked
Ew.
We're locked in for March, guys.
Yeah.
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 I like it. I think that's good.
Mm.
And
My
then-
point is going to be savage.
Savage.
Yeah.
Savage. And for the listeners, if you are going into March and you're like, do you know what?
Well, everyone's going into March. If you are listening and also joining us in March, then Millie's got a tip.
I forget. I don't know why I said March like it's an option. Like if you are joining us in March, or you're tapping out in Feb.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've had enough.
I've had enough. No. I was just gonna say, just have a little think. I think it's really good to have a little recap on and like how we're doing it now. A little summary, a recap. Like, did you write down goals for Feb? Did you achieve them? Like, if not, okay, well, what can you do to work towards that in March?
Yeah.
If you have been and it's been successful, okay, what else can, because there's always something to improve on. It's that 1%. I'm telling you, I'm rereading that book.
Yeah. It is about 1%.
It's that 1%. So what can you do to make March that little bit better? And that's like 1% every month. It's going to build up. You're going to have a fantastic year. If you had a shit Feb, right, that's going to make it easier to pinpoint some stuff down to get him sorted for March.
Yeah. And I know we've spoken about it before, but not making a huge list of 6 big goals that you're going to change. If you are, you know, setting intentions for the next month, it's like, it's about the little stuff. And if you aren't working on your sleep already, like me and Millie over here are trying to do,
I've been told off.
Yeah,
I've been told off for my sleep. It's not been good.
Then
we are going to work
get
on that.
working on it. Yeah,
Get working on it.
because that is, I'm looking at all of you.
I'm looking at you all here. Work on it.
So yeah, I think that's my
TED talk for the day.
nugget of information. I was actually thinking the other day, this is so off track. I was talking about McDonald's with someone, which is so rogue because I can't remember the last time I had a McDonald's. I had chicken nuggets after one of my shows in my first season.
Rogue choice, that.
Well, that was one of the items I had. It wasn't the only item.
Did you get a Big Mac?
No, just chicken nuggets.
Oh, first. Carry on.
And then I was just like, oh, I really fancy some chicken nuggets.
Fairs.
Yeah, sorry, that was a random little... Oh, and on the topic of chicken nuggets, I did...
a March. Last time I had chicken nuggets, right?
I don't know if you've seen it, but there's this woman, I think she's in America, and she has like donkeys and horses, and one of them is called Chicken Nugget or something, and it's really like mischievous. So she'll be in the yard just shouting at this horse or donkey, I can't remember what it is, Chicken Nugget. Yeah.
How? What? How did we get from I had a pair of chicken nuggets post show? That's one of my post shows. There was a woman
the horse
in
was
America.
called Chicken Nugget.
But how did?
Because I'm talking about chicken nuggets, and then they went, "Oh, chicken nugget." How did a horse?
But you were saying this is completely off the topic. Oh, because I said
Yeah, because the horse being a chicken nugget is off topic.
right. I thought the Mackies was off topic, and I was like,
oh yeah, well, all of them. The horse was a
wow.
subcategory of the off topic.
off topic. Right.
Yes.
We got there.
Yes.
I digress.
That was
I
so slightly.
enjoyed that story.
Yeah. There was no point to it.
No, that's what I was waiting for. I was like, what are we waiting for? You're like, no, I just need to tell you about
Nothing,
this
we're not
woman in
waiting for
America that has a donkey called
anything.
Chicken Nugget.
What about, I mean, you kind of said what you were bringing forward, but maybe what are some goals in March for you?
Don't know why I laughed at that. What? What? Are you laughing at chicken nuggets still? Are you laughing at me laughing?
You know that thing that's like, these nuts? I don't know why I thought of this, but then I was like, these goals?
No.
Oh, we've just got one blonde today.
I wish you just come up with that rather than... I wish you just said it like automatism, just come out there.
No, I'm trying to keep them on.
Locked up. She's locked in.
My brain's just like, ugh.
You're like this, like, yeah, I'm not even shaking.
Yeah. God.
What goals am I doing? Oh, goodness. I can't look at you now. All I see is chicken nuggets.
Just look at them, it's
I'm
fine.
Just, guys,
Help me, guys.
please.
Blink twice if you need help.
Start twitching. Well, it'll be like the last push now into the mini carts. I want to make it as productive as possible. I do think it's going to go over until about April time, or as long as we need to. So, sorry. I looked at the suitcase and I was like, I'm gone. Yeah. Got the giggles now. Yeah, no, I want that, like, the most productive. I'd like to get that. Stop, because I can see you try not to laugh.
No, I'm just agreeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know how much we're trying to take off, to be honest, but I reckon another, like, 6 kilos from now. From now, I reckon we could get off to the end of March. easy. And then that would be like, I think that would be drastically different on me, because then that'll take me up to what, nearly 70 kilos. So that'll be like 10 kilos off.
Yeah.
Which is what I wanted.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, oh shit, cool.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we can push up, or whether we could do whatever.
Yeah.
Really.
The slightly large mini cut.
Yeah.
It's a cut.
It's a
remove the mini.
It's the
Yes.
It's a reset.
Yeah.
It's a reset crash button. Yeah. That's that goal. And then what else? What are we going into all goals here?
Yeah. Just whatever you fancy.
Well, I'm pretty much booked up in person now.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
I can't take on any more clients in person.
Yeah.
I'm too, like, I'm back to back. My Tuesdays is like, I'm in the gym from 6 a.m. and I'm not out till now from this week, 7. Same again Wednesday, it'll be 7:30. Same again Thursday, like I'm in the morning, but I've spread out a bit now to less back to back in the morning. I have to go back in the evening, but I've got afternoon off, and then Fridays all day. And then Sunday I've only got 2, so yeah, I don't want any more, to be honest. So probably more online, take some more clients online, that would be really good. And then that's it really, nothing that exciting when it comes to goals. It's just more self-improvement, self-progression. Again, nothing too big where it's like, it's that 1%. I'm not going to be like, okay, now I'm going to take on another like 15 girls. It's like, no, let's just build and build and build and go from there.
Do a couple.
The same as ways like I'm not going to lose 6 kilos in a week, so we'll aim for 1 kilo a week.
Yeah, which is super manageable. I also feel like, I don't know if it's because my birthday is February, but March for me is always just a bit of a no man's land kind of month. Like we've had January, New Year, all of that. Obviously we've had February, the second New Year of the year.
Now we're into the third.
Now we're having the third New Year now. I'm happy with 2025 now that it started in February.
Now that we're in.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I'm sort of the same because there's nothing really going on, and I am now just waiting for prep to start.
Yeah.
I'm not wishing the time away because everyone knows I love my off season, but I think it's just, my goals are just to get more prepared. Yeah. The more that I can prepare myself now,
solidify, get into
the better.
Well, you're in a routine anyways, but in a like a solid routine, so it feels like just same but a little bit of drop in food and more expenditure when the prep comes. And
I think I mentioned maybe like a week into February that it was the first time that I'd really enjoyed my training since it changed, and it changed in November. So I'd had a couple of months of just really not enjoying it, and I think part of that was like the headspace that I was in anyway. So just to have another month of enjoying it, and just plodding along really.
Love that.
So that'll be me.
Love that. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to go into March doing more bikini stuff because I've really put that on the back. Not because I don't want to, but I've not. Where I think the off season was pushed like high and I was uncomfortable, I really neglected it, and I do enjoy it. And like when I'm on my own, I'll go and pose. I won't ever film it, but like I was going there on the weekends. I put my heels on, have a bit of fun. I train and pose and everything, but it was just getting difficult. Which I know you would say you just got to do it. Just do it through like the difficult bit. So it'd just be nice to get back in and start filming like my posing, and I'm gonna go to your posing seminar, which I'm really excited for. So that'll be fun.
I always think if you can do it when you least want to and you're most uncomfortable, and this goes for anything in life, you can then do it wherever and whenever. And if you can do it then, doing it at your best, like you've just said, is going to be a piece of cake. Yeah. Because it's never going to get harder than your worst day. So yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. So yeah, that's what I would like to do. Get my heels on a little bit more.
Yeah. That's nice.
Feel like a bikini girl again and get excited.
Definitely. Is there anything else quickly you want to have a catch up on?
Not really. We're going to have an exciting month of podcasts though.
Yeah.
Gonna have some fun there.
Yeah, lots to
Lots to
stay tuned with.
Yeah, dive back in. Stay
Dot,
tuned.
cliffhanger, cut.
Cut.
But yeah, I think that's something that's feeling positive too. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
this is exciting.
Oh, I'm very excited for.
Yeah.
I feel like January, February was still a little bit of a warm up. I think we dived in and we were like, yeah.
Now we're hot.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the next. I feel like we've got some good ideas, exciting stuff coming up,
Yeah.
exciting podcasts
Yeah.
coming up, and then going into March, April,
Yeah.
exciting end of the year.
Exactly. So let us know as well, guys, if there's anything you want us to talk about or anyone you
Cover.
would like us to talk to. ...
Oh,
Yeah.
tea.
Sneaky. Because we will see what we can do.
Yeah.
We're gonna, obviously we absolutely love having these chats and these like little catch up moments and bringing you our perspective and our stories on stuff, but we want to kind of branch out
Yeah.
a little bit and get more people
Yeah.
involved to hear more perspectives.
Exactly.
So,
Find
yeah.
out their stories.
Yeah.
We also don't know everything, so it'd be good to get
We don't.
experts.
Since when?
Apparently
Not. Oh my
apparently
God.
I've heard
Yeah.
that you can't.
Talk about stuff you don't know about.
Yeah.
But
On
people
podcasts
talk
and things, but
a lot
people,
anyway, don't they?
people do talk about it. Anyway.
And we have microphones, so we're gonna talk. Spill the tea.
Bitches. We are going to spill the tea, but yeah,
Yeah.
be good to get people who are more an expertise in that area.
Yes. Yeah.
On topics we're interested in as well, because it'd be good for us to find out some things, and I
Yeah.
want to learn. So,
Yeah.
stay
yes,
tuned.
Like, comment, subscribe, join the
Follow us.
party, join the
Yeah.
chaos, join the madness.
We're nearly at 200 followers on Instagram as well.
Yeah.
And then we're at, I think, like over 60 on YouTube.
Yeah. So
And then
thank you.
Thank you so much. But if you're not following, follow.
Live, laugh, love.
Don't know what that was.
No.
What was that kiss? I kissed from my chin there. I was like,
Have it all.
yeah. Bye,
Okay.
guys.
Bye.